Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to another installment in Retro Throwbacks. And this is a game that I've heard a lot about, and I'm actually quite excited to play. Ghosts and Goblins, where I believe we play as, I think it's Arthur. I don't know if it's King Arthur or what the representation is here, but yeah, I've seen and heard quite a bit about this game, but never actually sat down and played it. And so being able to do so or having an opportunity to sit down and kind of give my first impressions on it is something that I am very excited to do. So let's go ahead and hit that game start button and see where we end up. And it looks like we've got a little bit of a cutscene to start things off. And someone's going to come flying through that window, I'm sure, just with all these panning and zooming that we're going to get here. Yeah, someone's going to bust right through that window. Yep. Unfortunately, that didn't get animated, but still a pretty striking little piece there. And let's see how this goes. There's a bunch of different worlds here. We actually might have to break this into different sessions or playthroughs as we've been. And it looks like we've got a spear that we can throw. And do I get... is there a way for me to jump over the top of some of these things, I wonder? Or if I just have to fight back and forth the different opponents that are coming through here. Ooh. Oh no. Oh, that was not what I expected there. That's really interesting that that's something that you do. So I guess it's not a side-scroller, it's kind of a beat-em-up, if you will. So let's just blitz past a lot of this early game stuff. We'll grab that cash or that bag of money, which is really just extra points. I don't know that it really does anything to help us out here. But something that I have noticed is we really start to struggle or have some significant issues when there are multiple enemies on screen, or when there's multiple projectiles on screen, which includes my own projectiles. So that's never fun to really have to deal with. We're just gonna blitz right on past it. You can see right here the game is slowing down because it's having to render 2 different fireballs, a bunch of chimeras, and that's just problematic. When you have games that work in ways that it can't even handle itself with the own way that it renders things, that really draws away from the overall experience, at least in my opinion. So we're going to give this one more go, and then if we just don't get anywhere with it, then we're going to call it. I would like to at least complete World 1, but apparently that's not going to happen with some of the just general performance issues that this game has. Yeah, with this many enemies on stage, look at how drastically the game is slowed. And then you end up getting hit by things that you really shouldn't. It just... We're going to play out this next life, but after that, we're just going to call it, because this game's really starting to irritate me with just the sheer amount of performance issues that it has. So, let's ready, go, run through this level and see what we end up with. And hopefully this is the run to complete the actual level here. And I realize that some of these things that I'm complaining about, I honestly could probably correct if I took the time to fight a lot of the enemies that I'm complaining about here. But no, I'm not going to, because that just, it's sapping a lot of the fun out of it. So I know that this game has gotten a lot of praise. I know people really like it. I am just having the hardest time with it in general. So, is there something I'm doing wrong? Apart from, yes, I just need to attack into these enemies to make my way through it in a way that's a bit more manageable. Let me know, because at this point in time, I'm not going to give it a 1-star review because I do think that there is a fair amount of cool things to explore in it, but a 2-star review is definitely where this is sitting for me, because a lot of just the mechanics of how the game works and how it's not able to keep up with its own hardware really just kind of bums me out. So let me know what you think down in the comments below, and we'll be back next week with something else, because this one is just not worth me retrying, at least in this point in time. Thanks for watching, and hope to see you in the next one. Take care.